That's right. I'm contractually obligated to keep doing the that's right, and then Carter does meta commentary on the joke. Yeah, all right. We are live with the Broken English Brothers. I want to reiterate, I wanted to call this Broken English, but there's like a million of those, so I had to be different, so that's why it's called this. I am your co host, Brooker. This is my brother. That's why we're the Broken English Brothers. Carter, why don't you say hi, Carter?
Hello, that's me, Carter.
So yeah, today's going to be awesome because I have to say that, even if it's going to be a terrible episode, but
Yeah,
I
I
think
was
it
like,
will be a good one.
I was like right before the show. Like if it was like that, it would be funny. Go on.
So I have a couple things to talk about, and of course I tell Carter, hey, if you have something you want to talk about, just write it down, and he never does. Also,
I have some stuff I'm working on this week.
okay, well
We
can
can
talk
get
about
into
that.
it later.
I'm going to do my best to not swear this episode. That's my goal.
Was that a request from Dad?
Like not explicitly, but he's like, I don't like watching it because I see it. And then I saw on his show, his nationally syndicated show, I believe.
Yeah.
He was talking about it like he's like, man, I'm trying to cut down on it because he's like, I want to set an example for my kids because if they see me or they hear me cussing, then they're gonna think it's okay, and I don't like it around them. And, this, that, and the other, and you don't care, obviously. You don't care about doing
I need like a psychological reason to not curse, and I think there's great arguments to be made, but I haven't had like a conversation about it in a while. Like just being told like don't be cussing. Like I need more than that. It's just like
Well, I'd say that there is value in, like, if you don't cuss for a while, like, because I didn't for a while, all right? And then when I finally did, because I was mad, like, this is inmates out of jail, they're,
yeah.
they're kind of like, oh shit, he's mad. Like, I kind of see it like,
Yeah,
like,
you defang those words and don't like they lose their meaning if you use it. So I can try. I think that, and then I don't know how like algorithms or whatever work. Maybe it's
well,
screwing you over or something because I'm cursing all the time.
well, I mean, I don't really care about that, but
Okay, good.
I that is a thing though. If you cuss or say something like any kind of swear or like anything
Well, I
like,
heard it was, and then now they reeled it back in, and then it's just like actually no, now you can again, but
well, like
it changes like every 2 months. So
to
who
my
knows?
knowledge, 2 months. To my knowledge, it's if you do it in the first 30 seconds, like it can still either like demonetize you, maybe that they got rid of that, but it can mess with your metrics or something because that's what they're checking, and then like, is this content for kids? Because you have to put that in whenever you upload a video if it's for kids or not.
The whole psychology of curse words is just kind of confusing to me. I don't really. I don't know. It's just like a weird concept, I guess, at this point that like there's certain words you just can't say for no particular reason.
I don't even want to get into this because then you like.
Like I'm not saying it should be different. It's just like it's just weird. It's like arbitrary which words are curse
Well,
words and which ones aren't.
but it's like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of giving words power. It's like, no, you can't say that, dude.
Yeah, well, yeah. And I'm not trying, but it's like I'll take the pledge, with you of just like, yeah, I can try and, I don't know, just if Dad says, if nothing else, it'll take away an excuse Dad has to not listen to it.
We stopped.
Yeah, we
cussing.
stopped.
That
So
was,
why aren't you listening?
He's like-
just to have that conversation where like he has to
we
come
just
up with
have the
another
moral high
reason.
ground.
No,
Well,
just to make him have to come up with
Well, the
another
next
reason.
thing. Well, do you watch Opinionish? Watch Opinionish.
Okay, yeah, but the
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. You
Yeah, I
guys talk
do.
about this, that, and the other. Well, he'll own up and he'll be like, all right, okay, I'll watch your show.
Really?
Yeah, like I think that's
Is that,
how I do it,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
Okay, he's all right. If you're saying you don't cuss, then yeah, I'll give it a watch.
Yeah. I'll try and get back into it. I'm interested why he's maybe it's because of Enzo, why he's like trying to avoid it and stuff.
Yeah, because I mean he's raising another kid basically. And,
Yeah, that's a good point,
That's
huh?
how it was for us. Like he didn't.
Yeah, that's true. I do forget
Um,
about that.
So I do want to mention our mom because it was
Oh yeah,
Mother's-
Mother's Day.
yeah, well, it was yesterday. Well, I mean, never mind. No, you don't know what day we're filming this, but Mother's Day passed, and I texted our mom, and she wanted to say hi. She loves you,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, I saw her
she
message.
also mentioned that like she loves watching the episode. She says we have great chemistry. Now, if there's any commenters that would like to, because our producer's laughing. She's like, right, but.
I clicked the wrong camera.
Oh, okay, my mistake.
Well, yeah, good. Go on, keep going.
No, but yeah, she said we had great chemistry, and I was like, yeah, I think we do.
Well, I got great chemistry with everybody.
But
so.
I mean, yeah, I would hope so. I would hope so that we do.
I think the last episode was really fun. I think one of my favorite parts
Probably
about
one of the
it
worst episodes
is
we've
your
ever done.
response of just like you hating it.
But what I
and
love,
then it's just like
but
I
what
love
is that everybody we know. This is one of the best episodes we've ever
Yeah,
done.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
Everybody,
you are in it, so you are in it.
not all
so.
of them were in it, but like they had fun. I had fun. It was one of my favorite episodes, and it was just like it's just funny. I don't know. I just liked it.
One of the lowest performing episodes.
No,
we've ever
no,
done.
I think
One
no.
of the
I think I
lowest performing
saw it.
episodes we've ever done. It was artificially inflated by the people that were in the
You just can't stand that. It's just like, yeah, you know, and they watch
Well,
me
and
again. I'm
watch-
trying to look up the metrics to see like
only
how
I get to see
wrong
the
you are.
metrics. It's at
20
23. 4 of
23.
those are probably from Carter clicking it, so that it'll boost
Yeah,
it up.
I don't know if it counts your
You know-
your views the same time over and over anymore.
I think it does.
Does it? I don't know.
From what I've seen.
Maybe.
So actually, let's look this up.
Does it show like how many individual viewers?
I can look. I can see that number. Yes.
Yeah, let's
Because
see.
it'll. Well, I'm not gonna do it right now.
Oh, it's like a hassle.
Yeah, because I have to go into the studio and navigate it.
Don't worry about
But
it.
for reference, we talk about the Mario Galaxy movie has more views than the podcast that we just did last week. Yeah, dude.
The how many was that? I thought that one was like just 20.
It's at 20
Or
That one's
14.
at 25, and then the one we did last week was at 23.
Yeah, but one of them's been out like, well, I don't know. I think the Galaxy movie, was that our lowest performing one up until that point?
Not currently.
No, the one that's actually even lower is...
It was like the first one, I thought.
It was actually not last week, but the week before. That one, we talk about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So actually, that was a good episode. I thought that
Well,
was
that's
a good
the funny
episode.
part is like you always think like the episodes that I feel like I'm just so awful in, you're like, that was really good. And then I feel the opposite where it's just like I'm like it's truly two opposite brothers in a lot of aspects, yet still so similar in a lot of other ways, I suppose.
So this is kind of something funny. So I mess with our producer Julie, my girlfriend. I mess with her a lot, and part of that is like I know her so well that like I'll have a conversation with her without her, basically. Does that make sense?
What is that? Yeah, I think so. Explain it for me though.
Look into the camera and tell the audience.
So it'd be something like I just mimic something she says, or like I say something, just be like, yeah, this, that, and whatever. And if I'm just talking about some random bullshit, right?
Yeah.
You know, she might go like,
You just know what her
well,
reaction
she'll
would
go like,
be.
Yeah, she might go like, that's good, baby, which is kind of.
Naughty word.
Oh yeah, sorry, I swore. Excuse me. But anyways, so like I'll say, oh, blah 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 blah, whatever, and then I'll acting like I'm talking like her. I'll be like, "That's good, baby," which is her like,
Her-
I don't care, but like I'm acknowledging that you said
Yeah,
something
yeah.
to me. And then I'll do my part, just be like, I'll say it again because it's like me saying it as if it's her, but then
And
it's
then
her.
you're responding to
And then I
her-
respond to be like, yeah, that blah blah whatever, and then I'll do the next phase where then I'm her again, and then she says, I'm glad you can have a conversation with yourself. So this is all stuff that I'm saying, and the reason I bring this up is because I guess Julie was in the car with our dad whenever we went to this camping trip, and our dad was having a conversation with himself, and she's like, well, I know where he gets it from.
How did that happen? Was he just like ticked
Well,
off?
I don't
and-
know. She doesn't remember exactly, but
No. You don't remember it either?
Well, I wasn't there. It was just
That's
her.
when I went with Zoe and then
Yeah, so our sister, her husband, and then our dad, and then Julie, they were all in a car. They went to go get supplies or whatever,
Oh, okay.
like blankets and stuff. And he was having a conversation with himself. It's like,
Well, yeah, Hannah, my girlfriend, is always. She knows what I'm about to like. Just talk to myself essentially.
Yeah.
And she'll cut. She'll either all right, get out of your system, or
Yeah,
or just be like, all right, we're not doing. When it's like I got this new like mobile app. I didn't get a new one. I downloaded like some game or something on my phone, like trash, low effort, like you fill the bottles, whatever, and I start getting AI ads, and it's just like.
And you start like acting like you're
Yeah. Well, like it does the ad, and it's like, can I get more eggs and followers on my village by watching ads? No, you get it from skill alone. And I'm just like sitting there, and I'm just like, and it's like playing, and I'm just like zoned out, almost looking like a zombie, and I'm just like. Can I get more followers? Can my brain get twice as big by watching AI ads on a mobile app? No, yeah, and I just started like doing some stupid. And she's like, "What are you? What are you about to say?" And I'll just like look around, like I'll like if my eyes catch her, I'll see she's like ready to put the kibosh on it.
Say, all right, right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. I'm just like, because a lot of times I take it too far. Where it's just like,
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
yeah, I just get super profane and
Yeah.
vulgar.
Well, I do that too. I do that
Yeah.
too, and she'll call me and she'll be like, "What are you talking about?" And just be like, "Well, let me explain." She's like, "I don't care."
yeah. Same with Hannah. She's just like, I don't. Can we move on? yeah.
Yeah.
Hannah's just like, I don't care. It's just like, it's so funny. It's my favorite thing to do. But I'm trying to be better about it, I guess.
No, but yeah, it's funny. Okay, so, well, actually, we could still talk about AI
Yeah,
ads if we wanted.
you were showing me
So
the
I was
black.
showing them.
It should have been me. That should have been my life.
Okay, so picture this, right? And I'm not going to show it for many reasons, but the main one is that I just despise it.
You need to get better about putting the images that we show. There wasn't a picture of the glass ceiling girl in the accuser, the J.
Oh, I didn't.
No.
Oh yeah.
Anyways,
I hated.
you hated that
everything.
episode so much that
Well,
you
and
just
the
like
audio.
tossed it
So, well, part of it was fixing the audio was such a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
just getting pain in the butt.
in. Wow, you're worse than me.
Well, because that's a common expression.
Yeah.
You know that's like.
Yeah.
Anyways. So because I had to sync it up, I'm not getting into the intricate details, but it was such a pain in the butt to do. It took me longer than any episode to do because I had to go back and get the raw audio, and then I said I wasn't going to get into the details, and now I am. But anyways, it was a pain in the butt, and so I didn't even remember. Because I'm like, I'm not listening to this whole thing, so I didn't even remember that.
Screw it. Just throw it off.
Yeah, that's what it was. Because like I'm missing most of the video, or like half the video.
It was
because
really
died.
fun. I want to build
Look,
into it.
here's the
Anyways,
thing. I actually talking about that. I would like the idea
of like an audience episodes and
it-
stuff.
well, yeah, or something like that. But the structure of how that was happening.
Oh yeah.
That's why it
we
was-
definitely need to have we're gonna have more equipment and stuff.
Well, it's more equipment, but part of it is like okay, me and you were talking, right? And
Yeah,
then
but we
open
have
up
like
the-
a micro. That's what I mean by
But I'm
like.
saying like okay, now you can like just cues like okay, we're talking. Okay, now you can talk. But when people are just talking over and there's just like noise coming from everywhere and there's no direction.
Yeah, I think what it is we need more guests on here. I'd love to have Stevie on here, Patrick on here.
I want to set up. Either and comments. Tell me if you'd be interested in this in listening to this, or versus just this format. Either we can do like okay, we're getting a call in or whatever, and then we can have like an earbud each. Like I can have like a Bluetooth earbuds or whatever. You wear one, I wear one, and then we can both hear the person. And then we can talk because we did that once where it was me talking. If you remember, I was sitting here, you were in the Discord, and then
Yeah.
I was talking to you, and then so we still had video, but you were like
Yeah.
So we could have it set up where it's like me and you put on the earbud or whatever.
I mean, we could always get like recordings. We could have like a mailbox, a voicemail box.
and that was the other option that
Yeah,
I
I think the
wanna do.
voicemail box because nobody's up when we do this show.
Yeah.
I know like the lights aren't shown, but
But yeah, it's but again, you guys can't know when we're doing this, but it's late at night.
where?
Anyways, AI videos. So it's see, you got me distracted because you were talking about what I didn't do. What I am doing is talking about this AI video, so imagine it's just a human body. Okay, it's just a human body, but then they have like a strawberry head.
A strawberry
Or a
for a
fruit
head,
head.
with a face.
Fruit head with the face.
I'm trying to think. There's got to be like a show to like describe. I mean, it's like Mordecai and like a regular show kind of character
Yeah,
almost.
it's just a human with the fruit body, and then they're cut the whatever.
It's just a
color the
regular
fruit
person,
is,
but like
their-
they
their
have a.
skin is that.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so it's like
you can
just-
throw up an image or something if you remember. Hopefully.
we can set a marker. Can you set a marker?
Yeah. Anyways, but go on.
I guess just write it down. There is a key. Anyways, so it's like this cherry. He's got the cherry head. He's like, I hate you.
Yeah, and he like throws her in the gas station.
the gas station truck
mud,
part,
water.
mud. And then this banana rolls up or something. He's like, I think you have talent. You are so good. He does not know what you were missing.
But I don't have any money. Your talent is the only payment
It's the
I
only
need.
payment I
yeah,
need. And
yeah.
then she's like, I am so good at this or whatever, and I make the money. And then it's like she's cutting nothing, but then like
Yeah, but like the
it's like
fabric's
cuts it
ripping
over.
below it.
Yeah.
My favorite one is so she ends up becoming successful, and then she's just in the car, and it's like, she's in the back seat, so they drive away, but then the AI just warps it, and like now they're driving the opposite direction.
And then there's one where he, or it's
Like
this
it
is the same video.
reverses.
He's like, this money should be mine. She owes me the money. I'm the husband of her. And
It's like talking to a poster, and
he's
the
like, no,
poster
the
blinks.
poster starts like blinking and moving because he's like vandalizing.
It's like so awful.
You are go to the jail for stalking.
And like I know they'll
vandalism.
fix it, and get it better. Which honestly, at that point, just becomes boring. I don't even know what the purpose of it. I don't know what.
Well, it's like
I don't know who the audience for that
because-
even is.
Well,
I
there's
don't.
a lot. There's a big audience because if
guess.
you think about that, that's literally just AI generated Darman videos, but with fruit. Where it's like,
Oh
this,
my gosh, you're right.
did you notice that? Where it's like, this guy got his comeuppance.
Yeah, I
because
didn't. No, I didn't notice that.
So-
But yeah, it literally is just Darman, but they're fruits and.
But they're
But
fruits?
it's just like she's like, we're gonna sue the heck out of your former wife for not giving you a dime, and then but it's like a snake with arms saying it, and it's
Oh,
just like, okay, are we just abandoning the fruit like motive altogether? It's
Yeah,
like,
why not?
it's just like it's the only non-fruit character is like the freaking snake with arms.
The lawyer.
The lawyer, and that doesn't go anywhere. She bought his debt.
I bought your debt for $2
I bought your
million.
debt, so I don't. Yeah, for $2 million, so I don't owe you anything.
That's
what?
not. I don't think that's
Like, what do
how
you
that works.
mean? You bought somebody else's? You paid off their debt, or you inherited their debt, but you paid it off? Like, it's just like, and then they're like, she's like telling him that while he's testifying,
Like in court. And
yeah,
then
he's
in prison.
testifying in court, but she's like, I don't know.
And then he
And I
goes
know
to-
they'll get it fixed, but on the topic,
No, I don't think so.
you know what's been? Have you been seeing stuff about mixtape? I did want to talk about mixtape. Have you seen that?
Never heard of it.
It is like are we allowed to just like pause this and I can just like show you it and then we can talk about it or something? Like, can we put breakers in?
Yeah, you can hit the pause button.
You're listening to the Broken English Brothers podcast with Brooker and Carter English.
Good. Okay, so I showed him the clip. So yeah, some of the stuff is like has like you rewinding a cassette tape with like a pencil or whatever, but like it's upside down and it's in the wrong hole, and like the whole thing was like you do that to get like when the little tape comes out, you do that to get the tape back in. And it's just like a bunch of nostalgia bait. There's like this weird AI scene where it's like you're going through like a garage. It looks normal the first time you watch it, but like basically you go through a garage and then exit the other garage. So it's like this garage has like a double-sided opening, which is a thing, but then it like immediately leads you into like a public golf course, and like the layout of like the development town is different, and it's just like whose car just like what, like it doesn't make sense. So a lot of people are thinking there's like AI involved, but basically it's getting like, I think every single reviewer has given it a 10 out of 10, which I think the last game to get 10 out of 10 was like it was like Metal Gear Solid something, or I think Breath of the Wild when it first came out.
Yeah.
It's like, and then one other game I can't remember, but it's just like, yeah, they're saying it's on the same level, and again, for people who haven't seen the clips or whatever, the game basically plays itself. Like, it's a side-scrolling kind of game half the time, or like just like the characters are moving around.
Yeah, like a 2D platform.
Yeah, it's like a 2D platformer, but there's no platforming, and they move on their own. And it's just like, I know describing that's like, well, then that means you wouldn't do anything. And it's like, yeah, you don't.
You don't have to.
Yeah, like there's like footage of somebody just talking about it, and like, just to know, like, why I'm talking about this, I am not pressing anything. The game's just gonna play itself. There's like a scene where they like were bored, so like there's a car that like turns. They're like skating on the road, and they're like, oh, what happens if I run into the car? And it's just like, it just pauses, rewinds, and then just makes the scene happen again. And it's just like, okay, so like, what's the point? What's the point of any of it? And I guess it's like, it's a bunch of nostalgia bake,
Well,
a bunch about like music.
seems-
They're pretending they're indies, but apparently they have like huge money backing behind it.
Where did you hear about this?
I guess a lot of people, a lot of people are just talking about it online. It's just like,
When did it come out?
I think it came out like last week or something.
Carter repping the new Mario movie. Oh, that scared me. I thought that was like an animal.
What the? But yeah, I don't know. It's just weird. But yeah, it's getting like the highest reviews ever, and everybody's looking at it.
Well, have you actually played it?
Yeah, I did. I watched the video, so yeah, I did play it. It's just like, and then yeah.
Well, I'll have to look into. I'm curious when it came out, what the background is. I like looking into stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then IGN's giving it like a 10 out of 10, which is funny.
I don't know why anybody listens to. I mean, I guess they don't. Nobody really listens to
Well,
these.
it's like gaming's biggest.
Yeah, yeah. I think somebody posted the whole Cuphead tutorial level or something of just like.
Well, yeah, he couldn't get past the first level.
He couldn't get past the tutorial.
The tutorial, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, you have to jump and then hit a button. He's like, why can't I not? You just can't even do this.
Yeah, and
And then,
that's just gonna happen when you have game journalists, where it's just like, we need this amount of reviews for games in this amount of time. It's just like, okay, well, anything that gets in the way of me just speed running this game is a freaking annoyance.
well, yeah, they don't even play it. They don't ever really finish it usually. There's like 2 good journalists.
I mean, that's the
on
thing.
IGN.
It's like, game journalist, I think if you have that title, I honestly, I do think it is like, you need to stay away from anything they have to say. I think pure peers is basic. Like just like video game donkey. Like, I wouldn't consider him a game journalist, but if I want to hear somebody's thoughts on it, he's maybe somebody I'd listen to. I wouldn't, but like,
angry video game nerd.
yeah, or Penguin Zero, or somebody who plays video games, I would listen. Like a YouTuber, I would listen, other than somebody who's paid by somebody to give a review of a show. They're not doing it out of their interests or whatever. I mean, I guess you could say that the same with the YouTubers and whatnot, but it's just like, they're not getting paid from like certain sponsorships or whatever, directly funded from the game creators.
Some of them do.
I guess it does happen, but it's like, then that person has a reputation that they're risking at that point by.
I think it's safe to say, for the most part, if anyone gets an early release copy, yeah, usually it's like you're. At least for gaming, like movies, I wouldn't count that.
Movies, it's similar, or it's
it
just
can
like,
be similar. Like
yeah, there's a
pre-release
similar.
screenings.
Yeah, there's like
But-
a big aspect of like, well, you got to talk good about the movie if you want to still keep seeing the movie.
Well, exactly. But that's
You
why
wanna
I
get
think
invited.
anyone that actually has to buy the game, then I feel like that usually can.
I hope it's not a full price game. I mean, honestly,
Well,
it's
I'm
just
just
like,
saying in general. Like I'm not talking about mixtape. That's what
Yeah.
you're talking about. I'm talking about like people that get pre-release copies because now it just ruins the intrinsic. Like, is this a good game or not? Like some people still will. Like, yeah, I didn't really like it or whatever. But then they can get blacklisted.
and then
for
they can
that
get
or whatever.
blacklisted. Yeah, and it's just like, it's.
It's all a big joke, is what I.
Yeah, just look into
is the point.
gameplay every time. I don't know why you need somebody to be your sponsor, your your mouthpiece on what to think about
It makes
something.
perfect sense to
I mean,
me.
I get why it exists. It's just like not a lot of people have the time to do the research, but it's just like, well, then take a risk. But just like, I don't know, man. It's just like listening to corporate shills tell you if you should buy a game or not. Like, does that really work? I really hope not.
It sure does, brother. All right. Hold on. Okay, so a couple things I want to talk about.
Okay.
If you don't mind me changing gears.
Yeah, no, switch gear.
Okay, so if you remember our most popular episode last week, right, at the campsite,
I like that. It was-
we talked about. I'm kind of playing it up, but anyways, we talked about the J.P. Morgan banker.
Yeah, so did you get a picture of the lady?
Yeah, I have a picture. Maybe I'll put
The
it in.
fish head?
No, there's still that's not possible.
Dang.
But the story has developed, right? So originally the story comes out, right? The story comes out, and then people are like, "Wow, this is crazy, whatever." And then journalists find out who the guy that leaked it is, and everyone's like, "Oh, okay, this is a lie because he's ugly, basically." And it's slightly more,
Who leaked it? So you said.
journalists apparently. That's all the information.
Oh, I thought you said journalists found out the individual who leaked it.
Oh no!
Okay,
Just
okay.
they found out because he originally filed the suit
Yeah.
anonymously.
Yeah.
And
Well, I remember last week we knew who that guy was.
Yes. So, well, I'm just giving the timeline,
Okay.
right? So they find out who he is, and then everybody on the internet's like, "Yeah, this didn't happen.
This didn't happen.
He's ugly." It's basically like he's ugly. This didn't happen. He's making it up. Whatever.
She wasn't ugly. You know?
No, the guy is ugly.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, anyways, there's two things that came out of it. One, he's like, "I'm not Indian." He's like, I'm Nepal. I'm Nepalese or whatever.
Okay.
He's from Nepal, basically. He's like, "I'm not Indian." And then
Okay.
the other thing was apparently there's two witnesses that are like testifying that it's like no, there was like misconduct from this lady or whatever.
Really?
So
who were the witnesses? His best friends?
I don't know. Again, but the story is developing. But I remember, I think
It's like
we talked
people who
about it
don't
in the
even work
episode.
there.
Yeah, maybe. But
His beer buddy. I'm throwing out. Like I
but
think
no,
it's real.
people that work there.
Yeah, I think it's real. If it's like what you guys said last week of just like if a lawyer took it on, then that means there's like some form of validity involved.
Well, and part of it
because
is
they wouldn't just take it if it was just hearsay.
well, yeah,
from what you guys
there's,
told me.
There's stuff that comes out like during the trial or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Where it's
that
like
they
they're
can't.
not going to just give all the this is all the information we
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
Apparently, they had the bank had originally offered like a $1 million settlement, like just close it out.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
we're
Let's
good.
just keep
And
hush
he was
money.
like, no, I want at least this. I don't know if it's extortion or whatever. Or
It sounds like he was extorting 1 million. I know he know. Yeah, I mean,
he's like, I want 11 million to settle or something like that.
Yeah.
But that should tell you either he's like, no, I'm really trying to crank this, or that there's like credible evidence, or like he feels confident about it.
I mean, even if he was in the wrong, it's just like
So
I don't know. It's just like, do we need to ruin somebody's life over misconduct? I don't know. Because this lady's career is going to be gone forever, I guess.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't know. We don't know the damage. But I didn't mean to interrupt too much. What
No,
were you
you're
saying?
good. But just there's the story is still developing, so I'm sure we won't hear anything for the next a year, and then it'll finally get settled, and then the journalists will pick it up, and then we'll find out what happened. But if he gets any money at all at this point, I think there's reason to believe that it happened, right?
Yeah. I think just the fact that a lawyer took it, I think there's a chance, like there's a good chance it happened. There's like probably something to it or something. Now maybe is he taking it and then making it bigger than what it was? I don't know. Was it really like this lady was just like a tyrant of just like, he's like, if you want, and like I will blackball you. You know, maybe it was a Weinstein situation or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
who knows? But I think I remember reading one of the witnesses like, yeah, I saw like them having sexual relations or something like that, or something to that effect. Just going like, huh, okay. But that's all I have to say about that. I just want to give a little update.
A little
for our
update,
viewers.
yeah.
There is something else I want to talk about. I have like just generic like
talking point, like
Talk-
like
it's
a
national
a
news
mention.
basically.
Yeah, yeah,
and then
yeah.
I have like some local news. Which one do you want more?
I was watching Meat Canyon. Did you
Oh.
hear how he mentioned Edmond, Oklahoma?
No, for what?
What do you think the topic of the video was that he
Uh,
would mention Edmond, Oklahoma?
Postal shootings.
It was like worker revenge stories.
Oh, I
And then
started
yeah,
watching that. I didn't finish it.
yeah, he ends up like talking about like Oklahoma, Edmond, Oklahoma, of just like the postal, where it all started, of like
The
going postal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's just like,
Yeah, I'd been there. It's honestly, I understand why he did it.
yeah, that was the lowest I've ever seen you.
Well, but I mean, like, I went to that station, and the lighting in there, it's so creepy. Like, I hated it. I could feel it. I could feel.
I can, when you talk about it, I visualize, like, the fact that this is the first you're telling me about the lighting, and like in my mind I was already thinking about like dim lit, like just
and there's
concrete walls almost.
There's legit like, like paintings, or not paintings, but like there's words on the wall. It's like, you're expected to do this per hour, this much per
Jeez.
hour. Like literally.
Like
just imagine
I cannot,
dystopian
I cannot
state.
think of anything more dystopian than that.
Well, and the one that because that's not the one I fully
Like,
worked at. That's one I like, because there's 3 stations.
Yeah, they posted you up there
like,
once or
I had to
twice.
go up there once, and legit, I was like, this is like dystopian nightmare. Like,
Did they have like "We Are Always Watching" or something?
that's what it. That's what
it's
it was like, Big
one
Brother
step
vibes.
down from that. Jeez.
But it was just, I'm like, they need to renovate. They just literally, you just change the light bulbs, just change the lighting. And it would
I
be
mean,
so much
based
better.
off of what you're telling me about the working conditions, I mean, I think it's more than just the light bulbs.
Well, I know
but
it
I mean,
is,
that's a
but-
start.
But
you know?
I'm saying, like, just because I would just being there, I'm like, I hate this, because it feels like, I mean, it'd be
dystopian, like a sweatshop
like,
almost.
it's like this. I don't know if this illustrates the point well enough, but like the difference between this and that, like,
How does that look on the camera, though? I think on the camera it looks all right.
okay, but
But in person, guys, use your imagination. Like,
oh wait, shit. In person, just imagine, like,
just imagine, like,
he gets
use your
the point by
imagination to
doing
think of dystopian sweatshop.
yeah, like it's just dim lit, like you're working under like a
Like a
small
table lamp almost.
And you're like in a crowded, like kind of closed area.
I mean, it does go, and we can switch gears into this, because I was talking to Gracie. It's because it was Mother's Day, so I went to drop her off flowers.
oh right.
Yeah. Don't be jealous, Mom. But we went over. I went over and we were just chatting and stuff, and I got a little carried away because I ended up being late to my therapy appointment, and she was like, I waited 15 minutes and you never showed up, so I just didn't show up.
Did you still have to pay?
I don't know. I got to figure that one out, but I am like, I was stressed about it after I came, because I'm like, I'll be like 6-7 minutes late. It should be fine. It's just like, it's Mother's Day. Like, I was out in like 30 minutes away from home, and then
Is
it's
your
like my
therapist a
alarm went
woman?
off, and I don't know. It's the second time me meeting with this new therapist that's in network.
Are they a woman?
Yeah, but it's like over like laptop. Anyways, maybe I should have brought my. I just didn't think I didn't even think about it, because it's just like I'm not used to doing therapy on my weekends. My fault still. But when we were over with when I was talking to Gracie, we were just talking about like she used the word "rebel without a cause," which is a great way to kind of describe, like, if you don't have any hardships, I guess you make up hardships in your mind. And it's just like, I don't know. It's depressing to think that some people, that's all they can do, I guess, is work in those like sweatshop scenarios, like that post office. Like,
Oh yeah.
for us, that's like bottom of the barrel, but for a lot of people, that's like all they can do. And it's just
Well, like the actual like deliverers, that's probably fine, because like if you get to go out, like we have pretty decent weather here.
I would say probably just even working in the post office, the amount of money you probably get is way better than the sweatshops that, you know, the United States uses to make all our clothes or whatever. Probably this, honestly. But I don't know. I guess it was just I'm like, I mean, I'm grateful that we don't have to do that, I guess. I'm trying to be more mindful and enjoying contentness, because I've noticed that like humans seem to
humans.
Yeah, I just like mentally, like if you don't have any conflict in your life, your brain will focus on something, because it tries to strive for improvements, which isn't a bad thing on its own. It can lead into bad things if you're not careful, because sometimes things are great and you want things better, and it gets into the aspect of like greed and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. That
Wait, so
doesn't.
where was all this going? Where did this come from?
It was just a little fun conversation I had with Grace.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean, we were also talking about like, if your life is so good that like you're joining a cult or something because you don't actually have any real worries, maybe there is like an intrinsic karmatic balance in the world of just like if you have so much abundance, you don't actually have any problems, then scam artists and people will come in to take that abundance away from you, people who actually need it. So it's like maybe the world equalizes itself more so than I initially thought, because I was thinking about that earlier today with Gracie. What's so funny about that?
What's your opinion on rage bait? Which is funny because rage bait is basically just trolling. The people have just changed the word.
Yeah, define. So what are you asking? Which version of rage bait are you?
What's the Scooby Doo? We're coming
Oh, so
after
just
you.
ticking me off? If it's just to tick me off, I think it's all right. It's harmless as long as it stays harmless.
So you like it?
I used to rage bait people all the time and troll them when I was younger, and I
kinda
still,
do.
yeah. But
Hey, what would you do if blah 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 blah? That's
a lot
rage bait,
of
you
my
realize.
quote unquote rage bait or trolling is like the person I'm doing it to also gets a laugh out of it. Like I wouldn't do it if there was a victim in the scenario. Well, I mean, like in the past, other people would just like my enjoyment would just come from how annoyed I'm making somebody else. And that I don't like.
Well, this leads right into this next topic.
Of like, I'll say this, I really, 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 really don't like what do you call them? Just people like Darkside Phil.
Lolcows?
No, a good Logan Paul, like people who
Grifters?
hate mongers. That's what I use. Hate mongers or hate merchants. Hate merchants is what I call it.
Well, where it's like
You are paid to make other people upset and hateful and angry because somehow we're in a certain society where that just generates a crap load of money. I don't know why, but it's just like
it's just because publicity and it's like, oh, this guy's really popular.
yeah,
Let's just
like
give him
Logan Paul like doing some super like messed up thing, and it's like he's just doing it because he knows it'll get you to talk about him and it'll generate a lot of money, and it's just like
Did you know that
there should be
there's-
protections against that probably.
There's credible evidence to suggest that the suicide forest thing that he did was staged, like in order to generate like.
Probably. I mean, there's so much stuff he does to just, get people upset. He's a hate merchant, and like Keemstar was a hate merchant. He would play the villain, the heel, as if it's like a harmless thing what he's doing, whatever. It's like not really. It's like I don't know. I don't think we're in a good place when we have people becoming millionaires over hate merchandising, just getting people angry and hateful and spiteful and mad and stuff. Like, I think, like, because it drives, I don't know, it's driven me to, like, consider extremes because just, like, individuals just cannot.
What, like if someone has to do something?
Somebody
angle?
has to do something. I mean, it's just like, like, for me, and I'm told it's like a trait with autistic people, so I don't know if it's another sign that I might be autistic. I don't know, but I've been told one of the things autistic people struggle with a lot is injustice.
Injustice,
yeah. Like everybody hates injustice, but like it gets me like irrationally angry sometimes of just like hearing certain injustice.
Well,
And
I have heard that.
yeah, and it's just like seeing somebody who's just making so much money, living so much good by hurting so many people, by destroying careers, by getting people riled up, by lying to people. It's just like, dude, that person, like, I know somebody will just take their place, but that person should not be getting away with that. Like, there should be repercussions for every individual that starts playing that freaking game.
Well, you think there would be because there's like
You
that
think there
which
would
is
be with
legal,
anybody.
but then he commits actual crimes like fraud.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, and we talked about this a little bit. The topic right here, I'll say the topics, so when I derail, we know where I'm getting at with this. But the topic here is ensuring there's no class shakeups. I really do think like getting in trouble with the law, like I think a lot of like police work and a lot of like laws are to keep certain classes within their class and not really breaking out of that.
Okay, so this actually leads into a topic I had.
Yeah, and if you're somebody who's rich, like Keemstar or Alex Jones in this situation, they have so many tools and resources to basically stay in the class that they are. They don't even need to like be doing something that necessarily generates money all the time. It's just like, well, they have connections now, and like, you know, if they can't afford something, then the connections will provide. It's like they're in this class, and there's so many protections, and that's what laws are for, is to keep those people there.
Let me tell you what happened. This was the topic.
And then I'll talk to you about like this interview I listened to that also supports my belief on it. But yeah.
So in the great state of Oklahoma, so our governor is committed to keeping us last in everything, and like a national embarrassment.
Yeah.
So about 3 years ago,
I thought they got no. That's the education
that's
guy.
right. That's Ryan Walters.
Yeah. All right.
So 3 years ago, there was this lady. She was going. This is in the morning, like it's daylight out, right? People are going to work and school. So this lady, she's going like 66 in a 25, like in a residential area.
Yeah.
Drunk out of her mind, right? Runs a stop sign and just into this like 20-year-old girl, nearly kills her. She goes into a coma, and the victim, the lady, or the girl, she goes into a coma. To this day, she's still learning how to like walk and like speak still. Like she still has issues with being able to do that.
Yeah.
And so the lady, she got sentenced to 8 years in prison and then 5 years probation because she had no other marks, which is pretty par for the course, right? Like if that's like your first offense ever, like you won't get life. If she killed her, she'd probably get like manslaughter, which would be like 20-something years. But anyways, the girl is, you know, she's like permanently disabled basically.
Yeah.
She'll never be the same.
Yeah.
Anyways, so,
life's drastically different forever.
yes. So the lady, the guilty or whatever, the drunk driver. So she served 70 days in prison, and because her husband is like I think either a lawyer or like some kind of like financial guy, financial advisor or something, but he's really good friends with our governor, right? They're frat boys, they're fraternity brothers or whatever, and they're friends. He did a fundraiser for the governor during his campaign race, whatever, and he's calling his wife, the drunk driver, in jail, and she's like, "Hey, is our friend?" They always say "our friend." That's what they say. Is our friend going to be able to do that pardon, in code? And then he just goes, "Well, he's got to get with the pardon and parole board," and he's like, it says that they serve at his pleasure, but we're not sure if that just means like he can just do whatever, if there's like what he has to do this or that.
But the fact that this is even a conversation happening is already
so like they have
pretty
multiple
upsetting.
conversations.
That somebody can even, let's say like it doesn't even happen,
Well,
but
let
the
me
fact
finish,
that somebody even thinks this can happen.
Let me finish.
Yeah, go on.
So then, like she'll be on the thing, and you find out in prison the 70 days that she served or whatever. She's like getting Chick-fil-A. She's got like an iPad. She can watch TV, whatever. And she's like, yeah, can you smuggle in like a hair? This is on the phone, recorded lines. Like, do you think you could just smuggle in a hair clip? He's like, yeah, that shouldn't be a problem at all, whatever.
She used the word smuggle?
Yes, I listened to the recording. Can you smuggle in a hair clip? She's like, it shouldn't be a big deal, right? He's like, no, that should be easy. So anyways, so she gets out after 70 days, and she's on a GPS monitor now.
Okay.
and I don't know how long that's going to be, but it goes to show, or rather, well, let me finish it, I guess. The governor didn't do anything illegal, right?
Yeah.
Because you can pardon, so like the governor can pardon anyone
Yeah.
in the state, and he doesn't need a reason, right?
Cool.
So he goes on the news, and they're like, "Hey, there's all this evidence to show like you just did this or whatever," and it went to a grand jury, and the grand jury said he did not do anything illegal. There was no crime that occurred. End of sentence, right? It's like, but this is like such a miscarriage of justice. This is an awful
misconduct.
thing. It's like, there's this, that. He's like, but no actual crime has occurred. So he goes on the news. He's like, I did no political favors. And as a matter of fact, the grand jury said that there was no criminal wrongdoing or whatever, but he doesn't mention all the other stuff where it's like, this is like a gross miscarriage of justice or whatever. He's like, so he's like, and what this is really is just an attack by the attorney general because he's trying to run for governor, and so this is politically charged.
We always got to make it like a political.
Yeah, so he's like, so this is just
well, that's the thing. There's so many people that just like, this is all they're going to hear is what this guy has to say about it.
Well,
so it's just like, just lie, whatever, who cares? Like what, I mean, it's just like there's no consequence. Anyways, go on. Finish.
But yeah, so he's just like, oh, this is just a calculated effort to, because the governor's race is coming up. He's like, I did no favors. It's like, well, so do you know them personally? He's like, we played football in college, and I think we were in the same fraternity, but I didn't do any favors for these people. He's like, I think drunk driving is a crime. And he's like, we need to do better as Oklahomans, right? He's like, my heart goes out to the family. And it's like, you don't give a fuck, or you don't give a crap, dude. It's like
my heart goes out. I hate that. It's a dog whistle.
Her life is ruined. Her life is ruined. She will never be the same person ever in her life. She has a traumatic brain injury. It's uncurable.
Yeah.
Like, but, my buddy's wife's in prison, and that's not cool, dude. That's not cool.
Prison. I mean, honestly, and you look into...
An adult daycare. She was in an adult daycare.
She was just in a different house.
For 2 months.
She would probably have been doing the same thing.
I really don't want to be here. He's like, so what's the status on getting me out? He's like, well, I'm working on it. He's doing his best.
I mean, that's the society. You look into like the law, like so many laws and stuff. I mean, a lot of it is to just keep the lower class suppressed. I mean, you look into like Rockefeller and like all those, like how they were just like murdering people. Like when they would like form unions, they'd just hire these gang of thugs and just like, yeah, go murder them. And then, and you want to know what the government's response was? Can we hire them? Can you set up a thing? That's where like the CIA came from. Like, it's just like literally like the CIA, the FBI. I mean, I probably shouldn't. I mean, I'll probably get killed, whatever. I don't really.
Nobody's watching it, don't worry.
I know, but now with AI, they can just scrub the world of, like, oh, well, he said these key phrases. Let's just kill him. Who cares?
Well, it's on record now. So if he gets,
but nothing's gonna happen.
What do you mean?
Like, they could just come out and say like, yeah, we do it. It's
Actually,
like it doesn't really matter.
It's like
like they're just being sloppy now. Like
I was watching the Boys. I watched the first episode of the new season.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, really, you just kill people.
Yeah, like I remember the first season when I was watching, I was like, people would be like upset, and it's just like, and now it's just like, now I'm just like, man. It's just
because in season 4 it was like, this is heavy-handed, like you're trying too much.
But now it's just like it's still heavy-handed. It's just like they made these jokes and stuff years, like a year ago or something, and then it just so happens like the next week it's just like, yeah, we
like,
just,
this isn't even funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like they did the whole Homelander gold statue thing as like a joke a year ago or something when they were filming it.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, oh, we just announced a gold statue of Donald Trump in his rape house. I mean, it's just like, what? And I'm just like, okay. I mean, it's just like, it's not even heavy-handed anymore. It's just like,
life is more of a parody than what the show is making it. It's kind of.
But it's just like so many people are getting disfranchised. I get why, and it's just like, to go back to one of the things I was still on the topic of like what laws and stuff are for, because like a lot of people are like, whoa, everybody's lost their job. tell me, how is this part of the plan? And it's just like, well, because when you can't afford to eat, you're going to have to resort to crime. And when you do crime, they can throw you in jail. And when you're in jail, there's no protections against slavery laws. And it's just like, for a very long time, I think you and me both know the Knowing Better video of and like opening the doors for us of looking.
Yeah, the for-profit prisons.
Yeah,
where
for-profit
it's just-
prisons. I mean, just the whole fact that the prison system was basically just kind of made to like circumvent the fact that like
We can't do slavery
yeah, it
anymore.
got harder and harder and harder to maintain slavery. So they switched gears on just like, well, just make it illegal to be black, and then they're criminals, so nobody will care if we're just making them do slave labor at that point. And then, like, you know, now like they can be more lax on the racial laws. I mean, they're still very heavy and targeted, but a lot of the laws, it's just like, yeah, but nobody cares if it's a white guy now being a slave either. So we can expand the pool, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's all it really is at this point. I mean, it's just like, do we really need to subject somebody to slave labor because they aren't doing great in their life and they have no coping mechanisms because we have like a crap societal structure to help people? So it's just like, I don't know how to deal with this, so I resorted to drugs because I don't know how to cope with all these emotions I'm feeling because I was like assaulted by my dad or assaulted by my mom or whatever situation that they have, or I was just exposed to drugs from my parents when I was like 6. I mean, it's just like, one of the things that I was talking to Gracie about was just the fact that I didn't know this, but it goes more into just like, wow, I think there's like literal laws, like maybe there's secret laws where they're not on paper, it's just an agreement among our oligarch leaders of just like, there's just these secret laws of making sure the classes stay in the class that they're in. I think they let few exceptions happen, you know, to build up, to like still placate to the American dream, you know, to motivate people to keep working. I don't know. I know in the 80s, the American dream did seem to be like a realistic possibility for some individuals.
Maybe.
Anyways, I found out like,
Time check?
51.
I found out that like apparently like I was listening to this. I listened to a bunch of different interviews towards randos, and one of them was like this 18-year-old girl who had like kind of a sexualized upbringing from like her crappy parents and everything. And so when she turned 18, it was like around the time of the OnlyFans boom. So she just started doing it, and she just, you know how OnlyFans is. You can make like upwards of like $10,000 in one day. So she was like getting all this money right at 18 and everything. And it's just like, she then goes, it's like, oh, so you're doing all this? And he's like, kind of. I mean, the big issue is like, I had to have a bank account in China because for some reason, like, they don't let you withdraw that money. Like, they're like, no, you're a sex worker. So it's just like, so like PayPal, like all those ones, they don't allow you to actually withdraw the money. They said, no, you can only withdraw a certain amount a month. Like, you are not allowed to actually have access to this money.
Well, that's, I think that's how it is, like any bank. Because that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, but...
It's like, what does it matter where I got the money?
Well, I don't think it matters where you get the money. Because like, I couldn't do that. I can only withdraw a certain amount of money a day.
Like, from what I'm... Like, just in general, what do you mean?
Like, if you were a millionaire or whatever, there's still withdrawal limits. A lot of it is because of... Like, you said, was she trying to do it in cash or something?
She was just trying to use the money. Like, they just would deny her being able to either withdraw the money or use the money.
If it was use the money at all, then I don't know. But like,
Yeah,
you can only withdraw a certain amount of money a day.
I mean,
from a bank.
I could maybe see that depending on how much. I mean, like, what are we talking about? Like, you can only withdraw $60 a day. It's just like,
no, like if I
I can understand that in an economical thing.
I might be, from what I remember, because I remember I tried to when I was trying to buy a car. This was years ago. I was trying to withdraw a certain amount of money, and they're like, oh, you can't do that.
So how are you supposed to buy a car?
Well, because I just had to like split it up. I'm like, okay, I get like this much money this day, and then this much money this day.
Yeah, for what she was describing, you kind of get blacklisted from like PayPal, like any.
I mean, PayPal's. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I know they're private things, but it's just like if you're getting
banks
them.
are all. I mean, all banks are private.
Yeah, true. So, but like I guess like they have, and I think you remember like they were trying to do that with Steam of just like either ban all this sexual content on your platform,
or you can't use.
or you can't
Visa or
use
MasterCard.
Visa or MasterCard. I think it's in the same regard of that of like these just. Well, there's no law. I mean, they're a private company. They can do whatever they want. And so all the private companies agreed on the same thing, and you have to play ball with their rules. And I don't know, a lot of it just feels like, well, we can't have one individual having access to that much money. So it's just like, from what she described, she had the money, but she did not have access to a lot of it, and still couldn't, and has to like do certain switcheroos. And I don't know, maybe I got propagated, and I'm sorry if I did, everybody, but like when I was listening to that, it just kind of like spun in my head of just like, is this just to keep it so that like we don't have people breaking? Because I mean, it's just like a lot of women, individuals could go into that, and a lot of them do, and just break out of their class, go from like low income like entry level positions to now I'm a millionaire, and you do that within like a month. And it's just like, I think there's a lot of stuff to make sure, and I'm trying to be more of like, it's hard to have an opinion these days because there's just so many elements that are going on that are outside of my control. Like, it's just like, I hear all this crappy stuff about like Iran and everything, and then somebody I follow talks about it, like, oh no, it's really bad out here, and a lot of us are like really happy that like this whole war thing, like they just took out this like awful person, and me and many other people who are living out here are very happy, but a lot of us can't talk about it because they shut off the internet for the entire, like nobody's allowed to go on the internet. We don't have access to it, so that's why a lot of us have been quiet, because it's just like, I just happen to know a guy and I was able to jump on. I wanted to give everybody an update because he's like an artist illustrator. And I was just like, I haven't heard anything positive about the Iran thing at all. And then I have this guy in Iran talking about it, and I was just like, maybe there's just so much going on, I just don't know anymore. And so it's just like, for me, it feels like all these laws and all this societal structure is just to like oppress us. But maybe it's to keep things stable at the same time. Maybe having millionaires just pop up out of nowhere and blow tons of money on like some startup company could shake up the market in bad ways. I don't know.
I don't know.
What you were about to say?
I'd say a millionaire is really not going to change anything. Like,
I guess nowadays,
like,
yeah.
you know how many millionaires there are just in general? Like, even in our state. Like, especially with the oil business, and I mean,
I guess it's just crazy, because it's just, I mean, like, I don't know, like, would I be able, I mean, $1 million is a lot. I don't think I'll ever make $1 million my entire life. Unless I live to like 65 or something, right? What?
Usually, like, a lot of, like, for, you know, lower middle class, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to look at the
You have to spend it all, though. I mean, it's just like...
You have to spend it all, but you won't... If you're saying, like, have $1 million in your bank account...
Not have $1 million. No, I mean, like, you have accumulated and spent $1 million in your lifetime.
That's pretty common.
Yeah, by the time you're like 60, maybe?
Something like that. But we were laughing because you're like, maybe I'll be 65. I'm like, it's not unreasonable. That's pretty low age people.
I hope so. I have a pretty... That's one of the things I'm trying to work hard on this week, is really hammering down on prioritizing what's important.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I can gamble. I like my trajectory. I think we're doing good.
You're doing really good with yours. I was telling Gracie about it.
But mine, I get visible feedback. You don't get any visible feedback yet. So
yeah, and I was
hard.
talking to Hannah about that. Well, I got on, and like Sequoia and Adarsh were on there, and like he mentioned that, and I was just like, yeah, you don't really post a whole lot. Like, I don't know if you're still working on it or how it's going. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I work on it like at least once a week. I try to do it once a week, but like, and I was just like, you know what? Even if I don't have sprite work, I think I'm gonna just start posting like, hey, I got this done. Check this out. And I need to start just having a visual like
Yeah,
indicator.
a meter of like your
Like
progress.
just just like stuff that and honestly that would be really fun, so I was like I mean that was like what 2 hours before like I came over here. I had that conversation. I'm just like, I've been looking at that. I take dark chocolate now, like they're like this big, of dark chocolate, like 2 inches length, 1 inch wide, and when I have a sugar craving, I take that. The reason I have this is because I have impulse control issues, and to keep me from just going, because like I wanted to go to OnQ on our way over here, and I was just like, well, you know what? I used to drink so much water, and I kind of want to get back in that habit instead of having to drink soda all the time. And it's just like, when I get that urge, I just take a sip. Whenever I have an impulse, like craving, I just take a sip of this water, and it satiates that. And then when my body's when I'm craving sugar, I have a little dark chocolate, because the dark chocolate actually makes me feel pretty good. It elevates my mood a little bit after having it.
Isn't it healthy for you?
And it's, the more bitter and dark it is, the healthier it is for you. Yeah, so I'm like manufacturing my own means of medicine, I guess, to like self-regulate.
Well, that's I mean, yeah.
And and so it's just like I'm doing all this so and I'm hoping, from what I heard, like it's set in stone that somebody at work is going to be leaving. No, they're just going to be getting like, they're changing around in the company.
Well, leaving.
Yeah. They're going to be getting made more money, but the hours will open up, and I've been guaranteed those hours. It'll be a demotion.
Is it in writing?
No.
You're guaranteed nothing.
Yeah, I am guaranteed nothing, but I'll at least know where I stand with a lot of stuff if that happens. But I've been promised this. We're going to see what happens. And then, but I will probably have to take a demotion. So that'll be like, what, $80 a month less or something. So maybe 160. Yeah, 160 bucks.
Was it $1?
Yeah, it'll be like $1.50, I guess.
Yeah, so that'd be $240.
$240, dang. Yeah.
Because you do 160 hours.
But honestly, I'm willing to pay $250 a month to just be able to see the people I care about. Hannah,
There you go.
my friends, do more of this. More people are awake during the operating hours, not after 1 a.m. in the morning when I get off work, And I have extreme difficulty waking up early, so I was just like...
Yeah. Kind of a weird little outro, but we're going to end the episode here. See us back next week. So just for transparency, because I respect my viewers, we're doing a back-to-back episode. It's just due to scheduling concerns. So
Yeah.
you'll see us in the same clothes next week. Don't freak out. That's why we're wearing the same clothes.
And that's why we're ending it
That's
a
why
bit
we're ending it now, 'cause
abruptly.
we're going to end it here,
We're
and
gonna-
then you'll see us next episode.
We're going to have a pee break. I wanted to call it, but I'm trying not to cuss.
What, piss?
Yeah.
That's not a
Okay, so
swear.
that's what I'm getting at. It's like, what is the arbitrary... It's like cuck. Is cuck a cuss word?
No.
But it's like some people would be offended by using that word.
Well, some
like you
people-
couldn't say it in
Would
school.
you call the N-word a cuss word?
I
wouldn't,
don't
but people
know.
are
I mean, that's the
offended by
thing.
it.
That's what it's just like, I hate this whole like term. Like, can't
Well,
you-
that's why. Okay, well, hold on. We're rambling. Okay, episode end.
Next episode.
Goodbye.
Join in for the next one.
Tune in for the